Good morning, everybody. I am Sudanese from Sudan. I try so as to raise my voice as Sudanese, so as to tell the people around us, especially in Africa and some of the Arabian nations, about the situation which is going on in my beloved country, Sudan. Now we have entered 106th day since the starting of this war, which erupted between the army and the FRS, which was once a group or a force attached recently to the army, and it happened in 2005 when the ousted president joined this force to the army so as to be part of it, and this was legally right, and it is also mentioned in that decision their special purpose. It was to control West from the bands, those who used to steal and loot people luggage. So this is their special purpose. It wasn't more than that. But by the time they have grown up and they began to buy new weapons, modern ones, and they began also to recruit more soldiers or more chaps to join this group, and their salaries are very high, so they attractive even most of the real soldiers in the police and army has to join them. So this group wasn't disciplined well, and they try so as to take the power in my beloved country by force. And when the army stops them, they want to kill the leader of the army. That happened in 15th of April 2023. It was a very bad act which had happened in that day up to now, and now we are paying the price of these differences between that militia and the real army. Later on we discovered that this militia wasn't alone. There are some neighboring countries and international organizations and Arabian countries are supporting them so as to control our country and take its resources. It is known that our country once was called Arabian basket food, and also world basket food, because we have very vast lands and our river is very long, about 680,000 kilometers, and also the population are most of them are farmers, so we have no problem. We doesn't even use fertilizers to us to grow our plants. Also, besides that, we have forests for gum, and also we have animal wells, everything that you can imagine besides the minerals inside the ground. So we discovered later on, after we have entered this war so as to beat the Janjaweed, we have discovered that there are some supporters standing beside this FRC so as to control our Sudan, because they know that we are rich, and also at the same time they know that we are mixed Arabian and African people, but they do not discover that we are Muslim and we love our country very much. And even if there are some betrayers or traitors among them, they are few, not a few, they are few. So we have controlled our land well, and also we have beaten internally the Janjaweed, and now they are fleeing, and some of them are surrendering. It is about 46 have passed away dead by our soldiers, and 26 have fled the battlefield, and 9 are injured or captured, and now they are prisoners. We discovered that also later on, after the coup had happened in Niger, that the ousted Niger president had sent 6,000 criminal Niger person, so as to enter Sudan and to support the FRC. Most of them are killers and looters and thieves. This is why we have lost most of our bank's money, and also they tried so as to enter the currency industry, but we have beaten them also. Now we are cleaning our lands in most of Khartoum areas, and also we have announced camps, military camps, so as to train those who are able so as to hold the weapons to defend themselves and their luggage. And now the Janjaweed are fleeing the battlefield, and we discover that also those people who came and entered our country secretly from the mercenaries from neighboring countries that also have this aim, so as to loot. They gave them about 1 million, or about what about 100,000 million Sudanese pound for the first time, and then they are going to pay them about also 8 million Sudanese pound after finishing their work inside the country. So this is why the mercenaries have come from different countries inside our country, Sudan, so as to loot and to take things by force and to rape our girls. Now the people have discovered this, and they are trying so as to do their best to beat them. You want the world, the free world especially, to know this fact. We haven't started this war, but we are paying the price of the international organization soldiers, just like the UN, Arabian Union, and Arabian University and African Union. They are all silent. They do not say anything against this invasion which is happening on our beloved country, Sudan. We see that this silence, it hasn't come from the blue. It means that there is an international plot. This plot was planned by international power so as to conquer our country and take us by force. And we have failed their plan. And now Sudanese people are united. Even the party which support the FRC, the change movement, have fled the country with their family after they discover that the people hate them and they want to take revenge upon them, because Khartoum nowadays have turned to be ruined, an empty place. Only those who are compulsory staying, because they have no way out as to go, they are staying in Khartoum beside the army, and now they are defeating themselves and their luggage. But we as Sudanese, in the rest of our country, states, we are supporting them by food and our calls to Allah to help them. We see that also we have taken lessons from this war, and also we want the African states and Arabian countries to take lessons from us and to take care of themselves and their unity. When there is unity among the people, the enemy will not be able to infiltrate and get any chance so as to beat them or to conquer them by force. But if there is enemy, if there are cracks, if there are differences between the people, the crack will help them so as to infiltrate and come inside the country. As Sudanese, we have learned so many lessons, but the brutality we have received from the FRC, we will never forget it. And our people have an intention after the finishing this war so as to take revenge on them, because we have paid much and their high price, and now we are united so as to do our best and to beat those people who tried so as to humiliate us and to take our things by force. We are standing by our force, and we support our leaders, the army leaders, and we respect the regular forces, and we will do our best so as to beat the Janjaweed. We will never surrender. We know that as Muslims, we will never die until our day come. We will never die until our day come. We will never die until our day come. Therefore, we will announce jihad against those people. And now the people are moving together. The military camps are open now, and the people now are moving here and there, so as to be trained by the army. And now the people, they know their role well and standing by the army. All the tribes, all the Sudanese tribes, all the 584 tribes are united and now standing beside the army so as to defeat the enemy. We have recovered and now we are healthy, and we will do our best so as to be a good example for ourselves first, and then for for the other rest of the world. It is also a chance so as to correct our connection with Allah to help us. We ask Allah to help us secretly and openly, because we are its slaves. We need your help, Allah. Allah help us. We do our best so as to be very obeying to Allah, to beat our enemies. And we promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so as to be good slaves for Him. And we are going to correct our mistakes for the coming days. And we will do our best so as to be good people and good examples for the coming generation. And bye for now.